Good morning, everybody. My name is Tracy Collins. I own Collins Bookkeeping Services. I'm a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, a certified partner with House Call Pro, and a certified strategic advisor. So today I wanted to talk about something that I realized just a few days ago. I guess it was kind of an epiphany of such. And I hope that you can still find some value in this video, even though I'm not really going to be showing you any tools. So a little bit about me. So obviously when you start a business, you're going to want some assistance and want some help and need somebody to kind of guide you and help you and make you successful. And when that comes down to, maybe you're reading books, maybe you're searching the internet for specific items, maybe you're participating in a Facebook group, any kinds of things. Or maybe you have a business coach or whatever. And we're so desperate to be successful that we want to follow the advice and knowledge that we've been given to a team. And I'm really, really bad for that. Instead of really thinking about it, I just think, okay, this is what they tell me to do. This is how they tell me to do it. And I need to make sure that I am doing it 100% the way they tell me to do it. And I did that when I was implementing my bookkeeping processes. And it was really, really, really stressing me out. And I just couldn't figure out why it was stressing me out so bad. And as I was going through the processes that I had got from a company that I was using, I realized that the processes that they were telling me were processes that I was already doing. It's just that I didn't have them written down anywhere. I just had them all in my head. So I was doing everything correctly. I just wasn't writing them down and going through a checklist, so to speak. I was going through a checklist in my head, but I wasn't doing a checklist that was down in paper. And I think that was where it got me, was I realized, for one thing, okay, if I'm already doing these, then I can just use this checklist as a reminder. So that was great for me to figure that out. And then just recently, what hit me a little bit harder was I've been in the process of rebranding my business. And when I'm rebranding my business, while my pricing has always been about my clients, I'm trying to do more value for what they need. And I've read a couple books. I've been on a couple of masterminds, so on and so forth. And I was trying to follow the information to a T that I was provided. And that meant going through their list of questions, one by one, trying to get to the answers for my clients and things like that. And I realized that I was probably coming across as very unconfident and unprofessional because I was getting all flustered and I was stuttering and this and that and everything else. And I'm sure that those people that were on, those potential clients that were on the receiving end were like, wow, this girl is way off the wall. And then I guess one of my nights, the other night, one of the times when I was up in the middle of the night and couldn't sleep and was just laying in bed with my mind racing, something dawned on me. It dawned on me that I was trying too hard, number one. I was overthinking, number two, and I was not being authentic. I was not being myself. I was being what these other people were telling me to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying books or courses or anything that is a bad thing, because they're not. They have absolutely helped me in many, many ways. But when you take those courses or you read those books, take in the knowledge, but put your own spin on it. Do what you want to do and how you want to do it. You need to find your groove. You need to be authentic, and you need to do you. Just don't be anybody else. Don't try to be anybody else. Do you. You're going to have to sit there and think about who you are and things like that. But that's okay because that's all part of us learning and that's part of us being a good business owner. So that's really all that I wanted to say is don't be so hard on yourself. And if you're trying to follow rules and videos and books, whatever to a T, you find your own groove. You do the way you want to do it and make sure above all else that you're authentic. Because if you do all those things, you will find yourself much more confident and you will be a better business owner for that. So that's all I have right now. This is the weekend for Memorial Day weekend. I know a lot of our states are still locked down, but I hope that you guys are all able to enjoy it at least a little bit. It's the unofficial start to summer, obviously, so get out there and enjoy it as much as you can, and have a great weekend. And if you guys have any questions or just want to chat, you can visit my website at www.collinsbookkeeping.com.